Innovation Center. This is one of the state-of-the-art facilities here in New Orleans, dedicated to new technology and research and bringing innovative companies together. So we're going to see what it's all about. Seth, how you doing?
Good to see you, Sergio.
Good to see you too.
Just head out there as soon as Jenna's done checking in the person who's Tom needed to pay. Then.
All right. How you doing?
Hi.
Tom Stewart. Nice to
Hi, good to meet you.
And I'm Jenna, by the way.
Nice to meet you as well.
I was just an email on this morning. You got a coupon, I guess. I was driving up. Part of my issue was.
All right. Yeah, Adam, he successfully registered, federally registered this diamond trade performing Dr. Dre in the New York lawyer suit.
Oh, I'm done. Thank you.
Silent insulation. So what are we going to do?
A problem that we have, I think, and we talked about this before we settled on a name, and I think we need to readdress it. Gulf Coast Patent Association, I can't tell you how many people I've talked to said, oh, I saw a patent in there. I'm not a patent attorney. I think we need to change that to Gulf Coast Innovation Association. We talked about that, but there's some vocal people who said, oh, but we're not just all about innovation, you know, we're about intellectual property. I think we need to be the Gulf Coast Innovation Association.
So we would innovate our name
So that everybody, so that people know that if they have any sort of innovation or interested in innovation, they can join.
I was thinking about that today, and I just remember the big fight we had, and I didn't know.
I remember that, but the people we had a fight with was Taylor. Taylor was the one who was so against using the Innovation Association, and I think
Was he really?
How about instead of Innovation, Intellectual Property Association?
The problem with it, people don't know what intellectual property means. I think it needs to be Gulf Coast.
We did have these original, and we were trying to come up with a mission statement. And our mission statement has always been to try to increase the number of jobs in the South, and through innovation.
I like what I'm hearing because I've always, as a guy who, when he left Freeport, did some technology startups, I always like infrastructure and portals where you get everybody together. Basically, you start controlling the process. Use that in general business terms here. The word innovation people off. The word innovation today, particularly right here, is something that people really understand.
Yeah.
When I was on the leadership team at the World Trade Center, I put through a program we call First Stop for International Business. It was basically a one-stop shop for the first tier or two tiers of individuals who want to know, how do I do business, where do I go, what do I got to do, this sort of stuff. In today's world, you would, I will tell you, if you went through 1,000 businessmen and asked them that, they wouldn't know that.
Yeah. Right.
And you could really, really expose your risk to your company.
Right. I mean, that's why I want to, have these sort of training sessions.
Well, back to the name, a name is a lot in the name.
Oh yeah. And I can't tell you how many people I've talked to just at that breakfast who said, oh, I didn't understand.
And what do you think?
We're really kind of expanding rather than changing.
Well, let me throw something in if I interrupt you. I've always had the opinion that Gulf Coast was too big. Gulf Coast is big. I mean, where does it start? Where does it end?
So we should say like Northern Gulf Coast?
I don't know.
Usually they call it Upper Gulf.
I don't know.
Oh,
Deep South.
Right.
Deep South innovation.
Well,
I don't know. I mean, we're in Louisiana, and no one else. I mean, I work in New York and
what we
everywhere.
can do, I think we need to keep the name short and simple, like Gulf Coast Innovation Association, but then we can say servicing the Upper Gulf Coast. We could do it like that.
It's a half a step up from
Gulf Coast
affiliate.
Innovation Network.
That would be better.
Yeah, I think that was one of the suggestions.
This is really good. What we've just hit in here, to me, is what could really launch us. And network is, that opens up so much.
And we also don't have the CIA issue if we do that. Because otherwise we'd be the GCIA, which is problematic.
Mark.
I say this only
Politely raising his hand.
half facetiously. I'd like to go back to Gulf Coast Patent Bar. I think a problem with innovation or any of those words is that, yeah, it's a popular word, and everybody's using it, including scammers, including the junk email that I get, and I worry about it.
You know, I'm not a lawyer, but what is my interest in this organization? And my interest in this organization is really learning about intellectual property, protection of your intellectual property, your intellectual ideas. And that's ultimately that's where the money is at. It's not what you create, it's the ideas that you're going to innovate in the future. So that's
learning about them as a business person is why you're here.
right. And I think a lot of people, a lot of innovators are going to come up with ideas that need to be protected. And I think this is where this organization.
That's what Mark is saying. So that's why he wants to swing back. Middle
Well,
ground.
but maybe what we could do is say the Gulf Coast Innovation Network providing intellectual property assistance to entrepreneurs, blah, blah, blah. Have a tagline that immediately follows the name and it appears on, prominently on our website. Thanks for coming. Okay.
Yeah, you can leave them with that.
Okay.
All right. What time are you coming back?